Vicky here with you, and I'm here for the fourth installment of the positivity deck, that series that Kylie Koo started. And this time around she used the word stillness, and I don't know, but from week to week to week it seems to be getting more difficult for me. The word stillness I wrote in my little book, and while I was writing and thinking about it all week actually, because I'm filming on Saturday, and she airs out her video on Monday, but since I work all week, it's kind of impossible for me to actually get to it, and at night I'm quite tired, so most of the time I don't do a lot of crafting. I chill more than anything else. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Stillness is not something that I really live much of, because I think I'm probably hyperactive. I need to be busy pretty much all the time, and it's hard for me to just stay and do nothing and just be still. And so what I was thinking when I was thinking of stillness, I was thinking that of water, when a lake is not moving at all. And then the other thing that was brought to my mind, and you'll probably find this strange, and that's what I'm going to be putting on my card, is how just prior to a storm happening, how everything seems not to move anymore. Like the trees don't move, there's no a breeze, there's no nothing, and then suddenly you've got this thunderstorm. And so I'm going to be trying to put down a thunderstorm type of background, because that's what I think of when everything goes very, very still, and after that it just breaks. And so yeah, not quite probably what Kylie has in mind when she did this. At least when I watched her video, that was not what hers was about, but that's kind of what it is for me, and I think this is a very personal thing. So here's my card. I found a stamp of a tree from Basic Gray that I've never used. It's a little stamp set that I purchased so long ago. So I thought I was going to use that, and it'd be pretty on there. And I'm going to put some grass on. And then I went through my book of a photography book that I purchased for images, to be able to use the images. And I came across this image, which I thought would be good for representing the clouds, like the gray clouds, and then you've got the thunder. And maybe for the sky, I'd like to be inspired by this type of bluish color. So that's what I was thinking. And so I'm hoping to kind of make that happen here. So maybe for this time around I should gesso my card a bit. Something that I haven't done really much. Taking out a brush. Just the top part, because I'm thinking it'd be kind of nice maybe to actually do the it'd be kind of nice maybe to do the sky. Initially I was going to decoupage the sky, but then I thought maybe it'd be kind of fun to actually make it myself and think of the stillness. So yeah, I'm probably strange in that, but that's the, like I said, it's a hard word for me to go by. I'm just gonna put this in water before it, because I don't have a thing of water next to me here. I should have put one. So I'm gonna make one at the same time. Being in a laundry room has its perks. I've got a sink so I can have access to water easily. And just wipe this off. And let's try this a bit. So I'm probably kind of weird because of the fact, like, I watched a bunch of people. So let's use this paint here, which is poster paint. And I haven't used it either. And it's kind of in my... I pulled it out recently, so it'll be kind of fun to use it. And there's some purples here. So maybe use that. I've got a cheap set of brushes. So the cards I've been seeing in the group, on the Facebook group, they're more, they're a lot more calm than what I'm going with. I guess it really depends on the type of person you are. And like I said, I tend not to be all that still. I'm always on the move. It's probably why, you know, I work full time, but I still have my YouTube. I've been doing videos every day for the past year, which is pretty cool, I think, that I've actually made it. And this is a really cheap brush because it's losing a bunch of its... See, sometimes cheap brush are really cheap, and in this case it really sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna... This is not working out for me. Put that one to the garbage, and hopefully this one's gonna be better. Not any better. Okay, so I do have some other ones. They're also from the dollar store, but these I actually quite love. So these are going to the garbage. I'm not keeping stuff that is not working anymore. As time goes by, you realize that you're better off keeping stuff that you actually enjoy using and actually use. So I removed all the old brush hair that was on there. Actually, this was probably a good accident because I kind of like the fact that it's pale like that. And I try to use some of the blue on top. Dry this off a bit. I kind of want the marble effect, so sometimes you can have happy accident. That's what happens actually. That's what happened actually to Kylie on her last video when she happened to have this big orange globe, and it turned out to be an amazing sun. So Sometimes you do have happy accidents. So you can tell that I haven't been using this paint because it's not really mixed. And it's cheap paint. Gives a weird texture. I want the back of my card to be too stained. This kind of weird looking texture thing. This is what I'm looking for. So not that far off, but I'm thinking maybe of adding a bit of the darker blue. So let's try that out. Kind of like the darker effect, gives more marble effect. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of feels, you know, that when the sky goes kind of this weird color prior to a storm. So kind of fits what I was looking for in a weird way. Obviously isn't quite what I was imagining initially, but kind of like letting it also, you know, do its thing. And it really gives it really has this weird texture type of thing. I'm trying to, I think you can kind of see it. So it's you can hear its crunch. So I like that. It's different. And it does resemble this. At least I think. It kind of resembles it. So I'm quite happy with that. So now that we've got that page that's done, I want to tear out this page because that's where I'm gonna get the cloud. Okay, so that now I want to make some sort of grass with this, and I was thinking of kind of tearing it off and making this. And maybe layering it. Yeah, I like the idea of the layering. And I saw my glue stick, so let's try that out. I'm experimenting with you guys. Don't have real expectations of how this is going to turn out. That's the thing I like with Kylie as well. She often doesn't necessarily have a clear idea of how it's going to turn out. And it kind of does its thing. Okay, so I'm going to put that on top. I like that a lot. I like the layers and the texture that it gives. And pulled out this little green paper from my pile of scraps. Okay, now I've got my little tree that I want to stamp, and I'm thinking I'm going to use my archival ink. And yes, it's a big pad. I like the big pads because it's when I'm using my silicone mats and stuff like that, it's useful. So, but yes, it's an overkill for this type of project. But that's the pad I got, and I don't want to purchase a smaller one. Actually, I do have one, but I think it's in the garage. So it's there, but it's not very dark. Obviously my background is quite dark, and that's what happens. I think I might want to darken it up with a pen. I don't want to smudge it either, so I'm drawing it a bit. And I'm going to take out my Faber-Castell pit pens and take out my black. Kind of go over some of this just to make it darker. And it's a good way to be still at the same time. And of course, because of the texture of the thing here, I have to be careful because I just lifted off a piece, and that's not what I want to do. That might be why too. See here, I just lifted up another one. This could be why it hasn't printed. I'll just concentrate on the trunk. Because I don't want to break that, because I really like that texture. Okay, and then I want a little bit of And kind of nice, the white. These clouds are not, you know, totally even. Yeah. Now, the one thing I didn't consider all that much is how I'm gonna do the lightning. Like my little clouds. Got it yellow. Tumble marker. In with the gold. Some silver streaks. Trying to imagine my head, what thunder looks like. Big flash of lightning. Kind of like that. Because there's many colors that come out when you've got a lightning storm. I'm hoping that you guys can see. So now I just need to find a place to put my word, and I'm thinking I want to write it at the bottom. Not sure what type of pen I want to use to write it. Got a white gel pen, so maybe that one. Yeah, like that. Stillness. Oh yeah, it's so that's my version of it. Very different from everybody else. But I think this is very personal. It's a very personal set of cards, and it's really about what it means to you. So yeah, it's like the storm raging inside of me sometimes when I want everything to go still. But so hoping you've enjoyed this. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave comments down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye everyone. Oh, and go and check out the Facebook group as well as the YouTube channel of Kylie. Bye.